Hi, 1 in 90 women in Australia sadly gets diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Welcome to TEAL Wings, a show that will help promote the awareness about ovarian cancer. My name is Jelani Franken and today I'm joined by Karen Sabarre. You're a supermodel, aren't you?
No.
You do look like a supermodel.
No, I'm associated with a lot of models and I help a lot of models achieve their dreams, which is a very fulfilling feeling to have.
Great.
Yeah, I can help people do that.
Yes, well, Karen is the director and the founder of TEAL Wings. So she's our guest of honor today. She started this whole process. So thank you, Karen, for being here.
Andy. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's great to have this opportunity to speak about TEAL Wings of Hope and our cause of ovarian cancer awareness.
Yeah, so tell me, why did you start TEAL Wings?
Okay, well, I organise pageants, and back in 2009 I was given the opportunity to do Mrs. World at that time, and it was just after my sister-in-law had passed away from ovarian cancer, and I'm also a registered nurse, and even though I have got a medical background, I didn't know that so many women were dying from ovarian cancer, and the main reason is because they get diagnosed in the later stages. And women tend to ignore the symptoms. So I started the quest, the MAQUEST now, to try and get that message out there. And from that, we now have the charity TEAL Wings of Hope, which we're now educating women all across Australia about ovarian cancer awareness. And we've got some amazing campaigns, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I've heard about some of them, and they're really, really fun things as well. So you started off with the pageants, Mrs. Australia, Mrs. Australia Quest.
Yes, that's what MAQUEST stands for.
MAQUEST, yeah. And so TEAL Wings of Hope developed out of that.
That's correct, yes. So we found that being able to bring a lot of ladies together, we were able to brainstorm, and we came up with some really amazing ideas together. And I felt we could really, at the ground level, pretty much walk the talk.
Yeah.
And not just be a tagline that a lot of pageants add to themselves, and really be out there at the face and know that we're making a difference. So we've got Manicure for a Cure was our very first big campaign, and we've really had some amazing results from that, in that, you know, when you're unwell, who do you complain to? You complain to your partner, don't you?
Yeah.
And, you know, they're the ones who are probably going to encourage you to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
So it's been a great way to get that awareness out there with all the guys painting their nails teal. So that was our very first major campaign. And the most recent one now is Teal the Beat, which we're really excited about.
Which is tell every amazing lady.
The beat. So
The
beat
symptoms?
stands for the 4 main symptoms. And it's a great way for ladies to remember it. B being for bloating, E for eating a small amount and feeling full, A for abdominal pain, and T with trouble with urinary frequency. So Teal the Beat is tell every amazing lady, those 4 symptoms. Beat also standing for the heartbeat of the ladies' lives that we're going to save. Beat in that we're going to beat and fight this
Wow, there's a
ovarian
lot of
cancer.
meanings in this beat word.
And the big one is that we're now working towards, through the beat of music, we're going to go for a Guinness Book of Records, which will be the longest live concert. And it currently stands at 14 and a half days. So I think we're going to try and go for 15 days. There's going to be a lot of logistics and planning in that. So
that's a long time.
It will take us, we've got about a 2-year plan to get to the point that we will be able to do that. And in the meantime, next February, which is the National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, we will launch our campaign in the schools, because we've identified 2 key areas that we feel that aren't being reached at the moment. One is teenagers.
Yeah.
And, at the moment, a lot of teenagers at school are being immunised for the vaccine for cervical cancer. And at that time, we would be able to hand out an ovarian cancer awareness brochure that they can take home to their parents. Now the message is getting taken home to the mum and their sister and their grandmother. So, I find sometimes with advertisements on TV, they just might get missed.
Yeah.
And it's more physical things. And when people actually talk to you, there's a saying that if you tell one person a message, they will tell that message to another 14 people. So I think it's going to be a really effective campaign. So we want to try and get out to, our goal is 100 schools in February.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's going to be good, yeah.
It will be good. The other area that we've identified is within the ethnic communities. We've also seen that where the countries that Australia is immigrating from at the moment, there's actually a higher rate of ovarian cancer in those countries. So there's a chance that our rate of ovarian cancer here may actually increase because of that. And a lot of those nationalities don't tend to talk about gynecological problems or that women's area.
Yeah.
So with that cultural difference, it's really important that we go out and reach out to those ethnic communities and give them that message as well. So that's our goal for the new year.
That's such wonderful things you are doing, Karen, with the
Thank
charity.
you.
What is the main goal? What do you hope to achieve through Teal Wings of Hope?
Save ladies' lives. It's as simple as that. One of the reasons why ladies die from ovarian cancer is simply because it gets diagnosed in the later stages.
Yeah.
So if we can educate people about the symptoms, because unfortunately ovarian cancer doesn't have a test. Unlike prostate cancer, the guys can go and get a blood test.
Yeah.
There's no definite test for ovarian cancer. They are working towards it and they're getting closer to it. But even still, you've got to know what those symptoms are to be encouraged to go to the doctor. So it's just purely education. We need to get the message out. And because those symptoms that I just mentioned are symptoms that women get quite often, we tend to ignore it.
Yeah.
And let's face it, we all live really busy lives and we don't take time out to stop and go and see a doctor.
That is very true.
We've got to do things for the kids and we always make excuses. Oh, I've got lower back pain because I've lifted up the kids the wrong way, or, we make excuses for the symptoms. So the key is to keep a diary of those symptoms, and if you have them for more than 2 weeks, make sure you go and see your GP.
That's great. So I guess awareness is the focus of Teal Wings of Hope?
It definitely is, education and awareness. And also support. We want to support both patients and families as well.
Okay. So if anyone wants to get involved in the charity through any means, financial or services, products, just helping to spread the message, what can they do?
Really, anything helps. If someone wants to donate even a small prize, we will turn it into a raffle that we can fundraise to get materials that we can then go out and educate people with. Yeah. We've got banners, we've got magazines, we've got pamphlets, we've got our ovarian cancer ribbons, and we hope to get more merchandise that we can have out there that we also give to people as well. We have our ovarian cancer awareness Care Bears, also with Teal the Beat on them. Hopefully, we'll have all these people and all our title holders appearing all over Australia, especially, like I said, in those key areas, spreading the word for us. Yeah,
well, because you have with the Mrs. Australia, Mrs. Australia Quest, you have a lot of girls that's ambassadors, and a lot of them, such as myself, stay there much longer because it's such an important cause and it's such amazing work that you do, the charity do. How do you find, has that helped spread the message, having so many ambassadors?
Oh, definitely. Like I was saying before, you can have so many ads on TV, but actually speaking to someone, it's totally different.
Yeah.
You listen to them more. I mean, a great representative was Angelina Jolie when she came out and she spoke about her family history, because if you have a family history of ovarian cancer or breast cancer, it's really important to know that's the other message we have to also tell women about, is it's really important to know your family history, because if you have the BRCA1 or BRCA2 gene, your chances of getting ovarian cancer goes up to 80%.
Wow.
So it's quite significant, and if you're informed, then you can make those decisions that if you want to do preventative surgery, you've got those options, and you can make a more educational option about what you want for your future. And that's what Angelina's done, because, both her grandmother and her mother have died from ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And she's been a great spokesperson and really brought it out to the open. So hopefully the MAQUEST, with all of our celebrity title holders, can give what I call the celebrity status to ovarian cancer. Because, we need those people. Everyone listens to them, they're role models.
Yeah.
And they listen to them more than an ad on TV.
Yes,
so
that's true.
Hopefully that's what the MAQUEST and TEAL Wings of Hope sort of hand in hand do.
Okay, wonderful. So Karen, you've been running this for a while. What would you say are some of the highlights or the greatest achievements that you've had in the last few years?
Obviously, I think for me personally, one of the best achievements is that feedback that I had from one of my title holders, and actually it was you, Yolandi. Am I allowed to say this?
Yes, you can say that.
When you told me that story after you'd spoken at, I think it was a Rotary Club, and you had a lady come back to you, and it was because you'd spoken there previously that you had encouraged her to actually go to her doctor, and sadly she had been diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
And, we've probably saved that lady's life. Because,
well, sadly she was diagnosed, but luckily
yes,
she was diagnosed then, because she's fine now.
Yeah.
So if she didn't find out in time,
and that's it. You encouraged her to go to the doctor, and and that's the whole key. The key with ovarian cancer and any cancer, if you can get it early, your prognosis is so much better. Yeah. And sadly, with ovarian cancer, because people do ignore the symptoms, that's why it's diagnosed in those later stages. So that, for me, is probably my biggest achievement, because that's what we really want to do, is save ladies' lives. The other thing that I get a lot of self-satisfaction out of is being able to help young women and even older ladies who, we've had a lady that was 75 join the Quest.
Oh, great.
So we've got from teens right through to 75 years of age. Still have an opportunity to achieve their own dreams and ambitions as well. And also, they get so much more out of the Quest than just that great feeling of community spirit. They also learn great skills that helps them in lots of different ways in their life. It might help them even promote their own business. They make lots of friends. Yeah. And the way we've structured the Quest is all about friendship too. And a lot of the ladies do a lot of the campaigns together as groups for TEAL Wings of Hope. And that's so they can make lifelong friendships. And, that is what has happened. And being able to see that and know that I've given that opportunity to ladies is amazing. I really feel quite privileged to have the position to be able to watch it all, and excited to see people achieve their dreams.
Even with me, when I joined the Mrs. Australia Quest, I could never imagine myself speaking on stage. And now I MC big events with 15,000 people, and it's just opened that door and given me that opportunity that I would never even have thought about. So, and it's something I love so much doing now. Yes. And just the people you meet, the friends you meet, it's just opened up so many doors. And I think the Mrs. Australia Quest is probably one of the best things I've done in my life. So I just want all the girls to be involved. And
nice.
And I've learned so much about ovarian cancer, because I had my own health issues before, and just finding out all these people who suffered from the illness through themselves or someone else they know, and just forming that community is so great.
And like I say, we promote ovarian cancer awareness, but really what we're also promoting and telling people is to listen to their bodies. And I believe we're promoting all cancers and illnesses, because we are just saying to people, stop, listen to what your symptoms are. Don't just keep rushing around with the busy lives that we lead. And if there's something not quite right, go to your doctor and get it checked out. You know?
Even if it's not ovarian cancer, it could be some other disease or some other problem, and
Actually,
it needs to get checked out
you know
anyway.
What? Funny you say that, Yolandi, because we actually had a lady in the Quest who joined, and she had the symptoms, and she thought she had ovarian cancer. She went to a doctor, and she was actually diagnosed with bowel cancer.
Oh.
So yeah, she had that removed, and then so she couldn't join the Quest that year, and she postponed it to the next year. And during that course, she lost a lot of weight as well, and started to look really good. She was actually a single mum at the time, and you wouldn't believe it, through a photo that was posted, a gentleman approached her from being in the Quest, and now she's engaged. So the Quest has just brought so many
It
great
saved her life and gave her a husband or a boyfriend.
It did. It's done so. And then she actually won the title. She went to the world competition and she won the world title.
Oh my goodness!
For community ambassador. So
this was in a space of 2 years.
In 2 years.
So she saved her life, got a man, and became an international beauty queen.
Yes. I wouldn't call her a beauty queen. I actually call the Quest a Quest for that reason, that it's more like a self-development course, I say. And, the focus is about community spirit, because really true beauty comes from within and radiates out. So that's what really makes someone beautiful.
That is so true. Yeah,
it really is. So we're achieving a lot of great things, and hopefully these young girls, now that we've added the teen section, will learn some great skills and become more community minded. And the other great thing about the Quest is it allows families to actually do things together.
Yeah.
We've had grandmother, mother and daughter in the Quest. We've actually got 2 sisters that have done the Quest previously and have come back to do it again. And that's the greatest thing of all, is when people come back, because that's when you know that they've actually really had a fulfilling journey.
Yes.
And they want to continue. So it's wonderful. And they're lifetime memories that they can take away with them forever. And at the same time, we're saving the ladies' lives and educating the community, and hopefully encouraging other women, whether they join the Quest, but just encouraging people to become more community minded.
Yeah. And what I like is, women go to work, they look after their husbands and children, and it's just this routine. And they never have time for themselves or doing anything special. So joining the MAQUEST is something different, and a bit of excitement and a bit of fun that, getting into their normal day.
True. And, we all have this excuse, we don't have enough time. I can't do that. I don't have enough time. And a lot of women say, I wouldn't be able to do a Quest because I don't have enough time. But, you'd be surprised how you can actually work things into what you're already doing.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of just thinking outside the square a little bit. And that's what the title holders mentor and also the people involved with TEAL Wings of Hope and MAQUEST do. We mentor people that you can think outside the square and actually work things into what you're already doing.
So anyone out there, just remember, TEAL Wings of Hope do need your support. If it's financial or product or services, we'll find a way to match it in some way to make it work for us. So do visit our website, tealwingsofhope.com. .com.au, sorry.
Or actually tealwingsofhope.org.au as well.
Or .org.au. So you can find us anywhere, or just Google TEAL Wings of Hope. We will come up. And do lend a helping hand. And we thank you in advance for all your support. Like our videos, share our videos, get the message out there, and watch the next episode. Thank you very much.